Play a little banjo here. So the only guy, Bizarro Babyface post, the only guy over 6 feet on the entire show, and he has to do the same flippy crap as everyone else. Oh, come on now, Bizarro. This is AAA now. In AAA, this is what you do because this is what the crowd likes, and that's the thing. Different places and parts of the world are going to like different. Shout out M. Dickey and Wrestling Empire, for instance. When you play the booker mode and you go to a different country or territory and to book your show, it tells you like, yo, these people hate baby faces and they love blood, or like these people hate cage matches and they love women's wrestling. Like it gives you details like that, you know. And again, it's just a little thing that this dude added to a video game that's like, in reality, you'd want to know the same stuff, right? And so, again, that's where I bring it to Dave Meltzer, who's like, well, Mexico's the best at drawing casuals. Yeah, it's just a whole different thing entirely, like the way wrestling's consumed. So if it was TBS Mexico, the Ocho or whatever, okay, you'd have a point. ESPN Ocho, right? Wasn't that a channel? Or it might still be, but yeah, it's like, you know, then that works, but you can't, that doesn't apply to America as well. But either way, though, yes, a 6-footer doing and this on Max Space Vivo, dude. Here we go, walking the ropes. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe you were right, Bizarro. That's not very fair, Phil, to criticize Bizarro when this guy almost broke his goddamn neck, right? Oh, and he guillotined it on the rope. Ooh, that's not good. That is not good, chat. Shout out Bizarro Babyface. So in a shocking appearance at Hard Times, you'll be doing hard time. The big boss man, you better right? Is that how shit goes? I always botched the ending. So former world's heavyweight champion Rhino, but they spelt it with a J. So they up there, NWA. Unless he changed it to that. Rhino. It's like the Latino Rhino. You know, there's like green cane, blue cane, and Cuervo and Quavo, right? We have Rhino. Rhinino has challenged Tom Latimer. No, they just made a typo. So, yeah, that's awesome. Billy Corgan booked Rhino versus Tom Latimer. Yeah, anywhere Rhino goes, he still gets EC Dub chants. Like, it doesn't matter anywhere he goes, they chant EC Dub at him. Yeah, that's cool. Shout out El Rhinoceros. Right? Moving along here. So Mustafa Ali and totally not Retribution are in the house. Hey, so at Rest Burner Professional Wrestling, at Revolver Goated, right? And Revolver puts on some big shows too. Mustafa Ali shows up with a crew with El Gringo Loco, I believe, is with him as well. You guys will see he reveals himself, or he's already unmasked, or I don't know if he even wore a mask. I think he just was like, I'm with Ali now. And then a bunch of dudes who are totally not Retribution. T-Bar. I think we see T-Bar back here. Dijak will be in the crew next week. No.
Peace of citizens of Iowa.
Yeah, for some reason, I thought Gringo Loco was wearing a mask, but maybe I'm just conflating that with the NXT guys doing the same right now. This is such an old, like, we're all wearing black with his skull masks. It's like, come on, man. We gotta do something a little different than that, you know?
No. This isn't Retribution, you mugs. This.
Jesus, he's going. Oh, yo, Mustafa Ali's like, yo, them kids, dude. Oh my God, he's like, dude, this ain't Retribution.
It's revenge.
Revenge?
Revenge. Is their name Revenge? Oh yeah. real original. But I love Mustafa Ali. You guys know I bring him up on the show all the time.
Retribution is what society deserves for your parents giving birth to you, you ugly shut up.
Oh my God. What's going on at this place, dude? Whoa.
You what?
We're on YouTube, Mustafa. No.
I am here because of the disrespect the Revolver has shown me. Revolver has decided that it will have its debut show in Chicago.
April 5th. Yeah, we did that.
Well, that's fine.
One guy throws a streamer.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can.
Yeah, you guys, he's going to Chicago. He's cutting a promo. You guys get the gist. AAA revealed the new La Parka and brought back Vampiro to endorse him. He dances a bit. The dirt sheets are like the identity of the new La Parka already revealed. I'm like, what the? One day later, it's like, come on, man. So yeah, they brought like the character back with a new guy who's going to carry it on into the future type thing. It's like Black Panther. If you guys ever understand the passing of the mantle there of how that works. No? Phil marks out, ladies and gentlemen. Talk about comic books and stuff over there. The Blue Meanie says, rest in peace, legendary announcer. So yeah, reporter Bill Mercer, one of the underrated voices of professional wrestling, world-class championship wrestling. He passed away at 99. So, I mean, you can't ask for a more full, longer life than that. The dude's seen things. He did things. Yeah. So yeah, long, full life, RIP. And yeah, another legend gone, you know? I don't know if he's a legend, if you'd consider that, but I mean, listen, people remember him. Speaking of legends, Chris Bay has made an appearance at FSW tonight. I'm not Meltzer here. I'm not here to go, he wasn't the greatest luchador, you know? It's like, you know, lended his voice. Anyways, and took his first steps back into a pro wrestling ring. Okay, so Chris Bay, man, this is legend shit.
Living to tell the story. Give it up. Show some love. Get those donations out to this man.
Just the fact that he was likely not going to walk again, and then he walked to the ring, it's pretty goddamn crazy, you know?
Tonight we are a part of the first chapter in the greatest story ever told.
And again, like no wrestlers like say bad about Bay. Like there's certain wrestlers, you know, who have passed away where people say that, like, oh, no one says one bad thing. No one about Bay. The only thing haters were doing were being like, why would you donate to pray for Bay? Like, why doesn't TNA pay for his life and all this? And it's like, what the man? Like, who? I don't know, dude. That's like one of the good things of the internet is people helping people. I'd say no of all the things that the internet has caused. Like the one good thing you guys are going to cry about because it's just IWC sickos. So Bay, yeah, man, he does the damn thing.
Show some love. Send some donations out to this man. He is defying the odds.
And it's good he gets a moment like this, too, because I was like, man, ABCs, they got to go to WWE. It's their time. They got to go to WWE. All these people. I don't know. We're not going to get into that. But, yeah, man, that is just cutting onion city over there, right? Shout out Chris Bay. I mean, and how quick it seemed like he recovered. It's like, holy man. And that's what Punk told him. Like, you're not a human. Dude, that's going to be in that dude's movie one day. Can you imagine? Now, I'm not saying like, oh, we need to get him back, pal. When can you work again, pal? Vince McMahon, right? I'm not saying that, but imagine if he like did work or something like just got in the ring and like hit a move the way Arn Anderson's got in and like hit a spine buster. So, you know, he like lays a super kick to help like Ace Austin win his first TNA title or something. Like, I don't know, that I just think about like that and how the crowd will react, like the moments, you know. And BEY is just a legend. Anyone who's done something like that, you know, is inspirational. Speaking of inspirational, Steph De Lander dropped a book. Saraya dropped a book, but also Steph De Lander did as well. She said, I'm very proud to announce my autobiography, What's the Best That Could Happen? My Love Letter to Pro Wrestling. It's available now for pre-order at Barnes & Noble for hardcover and Amazon for ebook. Orders ship April 18th. Let's read the back because she got some words from people. From the sandy shores of a small beach town in Australia to the bright lights of a WWE ring. And I'm checking in with chat after this section of news here, okay? Steph De Lander's career has been anything but ordinary. More than anything, this is the story of a girl who had no choice but to learn how to fight with her back against the wall through injuries, heartbreak, and soul-crushing setbacks. Steph's journey has never been easy, but that's what makes the wins even more special. Follow along as you get to dive deep. I'm fucking dyslexic. Dive into the heart and soul of a chaotically passionate 20-something who refuses to take no for an answer. This is a unique real-time look into what it takes to reach the highest level in the world of professional wrestling. So Drew McIntyre said, one day people will be asking for her advice so they can do their own Steph De Lander. And then Chelsea Green is like, Steph continues to inspire others to be unapologetically themselves, both in and out of the ring. I'm surprised she didn't get a Cardona quote. She probably asked him, and he was probably like, go for yourself, you know. Samoa Joe says, it is my hope that in these pages you realize success is a supremely imperfect process. Happiness is a constant pursuit. And then Tommy Dreamer is like, she reminded me of a knockoff China. Damn, but that's gangster of her to leave that as her thing, you know, like in her thing, until I realized she was to become the first Steph De Lander. And yeah, I don't know. I'm a big fan of hers, man. Lots of people are. There's her book. And yeah, again, just another person who left the NXT UK WWE type system and just went and made the best of it. Doesn't bitch, doesn't complain, doesn't take shots at WWE, doesn't, you know, just grinds, you know, and you have to respect someone like Steph D. Wrestling News Co. North Carolina senators have introduced a bipartisan bill, the Ric Flair Act. Senate Bill 404, proposing a $500,000 study on the feasibility of establishing a professional wrestling Hall of Fame museum in the state. Let's go! We were just talking about this not long ago, you know? I want to see it. Let's go. Let's go. It's got to make money somehow, you know? Like at the end, in the end of it. And people have to be willing to donate and stuff like that, which is ultimately making money, right, for this museum. I want to see it happen, but the bill titled An Act to Remember Iconic Combatants Through Fostering Learning, Awareness, and Interest in Wrestling. Holy, is this real? So an act to remember iconic combatants, Rick, through fostering learning, awareness, and interest in wrestling instead of wrestling. Ric Flair. That's awesome. Would task the Department of Natural and Cultural Resources with delivering a report on the matter to lawmakers by summer 2026. Sponsors include Senators Jay Chadhuri, Danny Britt, and Ralph Hayes, who highlight professional wrestling's significant cultural and historical connections to North Carolina. So there you go. We got to rapidly fire these ones off here. Trevor Lee's going to be at WrestleCon. Trevor Lee. You guys know Joe Piscopo, Kimberly, but the song's Trevor Lee. I don't know. I think I think I'm a genius, though. What can I say? We don't. So here's an excerpt from Guy Evans's book. It is a practice. So here's a quote beyond Nitro. Here's another little quote. It is a practice that continued until the very end. For example, in January 2001, internal documents show that WCW was originally allocated $2 million under the category of programming licensing fee. If you guys remember a few shows back, we covered that WCW was owed $2 million while they owed Turner $1.9 million or whatever. So like they still owed them money, but they were literally slated like money, $2 million more than what they owed was literally set to be cut to them at the same time. Like just funky, weird number stuff going on. So anyways, by the end of the month, however, the allocation had been adjusted to reflect a final or settled figure of $652,000. You know what I mean? So they're just pulling numbers out of their ass. They're moving money. They do this in the movie business too, right? Like, oh, the Lord of the Rings didn't make money because, you know, when they just shift the money over to this and stuff, like they do this all the time. And yeah, WCW was a product of that. So Mina Shirakawa will be leaving Stardom at the end of the month. And I didn't put this in AEW news because at the time when I bookmarked this, there was no word on where she was headed to. But she did make it clear she's going to a major overseas promotion, and it'll be AEW. So Busted Open, joining La Greca, Nemeth, Uncle Bully, Mark Henry, is Tom Pestock, Bishop Dyer, Baron Corbin. He's joining Busted Open. So there you go. Shout him out. Speaking of Mina Shirakawa, she will be at WrestleCon in Las Vegas. You guys don't want to miss this. I have not been paid, by the way. I just see these cool graphics and I go, wow, that would be a fun time. You guys should go. Like, look at everyone who's going to be there, right? I just love wrestling. So Tony Hunter Promotions, shout you out. You're getting the free plugs here. Jim Ross is going to be there. Good old Jim Ross. Mike Chioda is going to be there. So just everybody you could think of. Indy Hartwell, there's WWE folk, ex-WWE, TNA, Izzy Moreno, Gabe Kidbruv is going to be there. Willow Nightingale is going to be there. What? Carolina Cruz, Lexis King's girlfriend, who I said, or hopefully fiance, I don't know. They seem good together, but she was on that NXT Next Gen show. And then she left, and I was like, you guys keep your eyes on her. She put it together, everything she learned from WWE. And she's not even in LFG or Evolve or any of that. They let her go after that Next Gen show, but she went and made it happen. So much so that she's making noise, and like AJ Francis brings her on stage a couple times at TNA, I believe, like during his First Class, his like Piper's Pit, you know, his version of, I think it's called the First Class or whatever. And yeah, so she's making waves on the indies in that. And that's what's crazy is she, by leaving and not doing Evolve or LFG, might work her way back in WWE at a higher level. You guys know what I mean? Like, she might be more of a hot commodity. She might advance quicker than some of these people. That's the beauty of pro wrestling right now, and just having so many different avenues. And if I'm TNA, I'm scooping her up for my knockouts division. Like, I don't know, man. But yeah, this is Lexis King's wife, hopefully. You know, better put a ring on it, bro. I don't know. Like, you know, she's out there, dude. And she's looking mighty fine. Yeah, so wife that up, brother. You know what I mean? Don't that up, dude, okay? And yeah, she's making waves. So hopefully we see her back in NXT sometime. I've been saying keep an eye on her. Bishop Dyer enters MLW Battle Riot 7. And we have some Vince Russo. So Vince Russo has this to say. He says, bro, is Cornette ever going to get tired of talking about me and the Attitude Era, bro? It's literally, bro, when I tell you it's literally been 26 years of my life that I gave to the pro wrestling business, bro. How do you not grow as a human being for over a quarter of a century? Bro, I got socks older than this beef. Or wait, that one. Shtick or no shtick. It's tired to anyone who actually has a life, bro. Bro, I'm still praying. Bro, listen, Jimbo, I believe in my God, bro, and I'm still praying to him for you, Jimbo. God bless former world heavyweight wrestling champion, bro, Vince Russo. So there you go, guys. And that was miscellaneous news. Round of applause for miscellaneous news.